Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Back with a brand new lesson here. I'm getting back on all of those Hippo Campus requests that I received. I know some of them were from like years ago, but I'm getting back to them. So I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to break it down and break down the little synth parts as well as the chords and everything that's going down. The intro is kind of based on just two chords, just an E flat chord and a B flat chord. The song's actually in B flat. But if you listen to the actual original recording, drums and vocals will start, and then the guitar little lines will come in. But let's just teach the chords first, and then I'll break down all of the little licks. So with the chord progression, we're going to have 2 bars of each. So the verse and the intro will always be a B flat to an E flat chord. 2 bars of each. So B flat. Like I said, that's just going to cycle over and over again. So a B flat, I'm barring on the 6th fret, a full bar with the E chord major looking shape on the 6th fret. And then I'm going to the 4th scale degree of that, which is the E flat. So from the B flat, that's going to take care of all of your verses. Now let me break down the chorus part where I said, I just love it, which is. So that's a really cool little part, and that basically what we're doing here is we're going to be all the way up on the 10th fret. We're going to have this G minor chord to this F chord to this E flat chord, and when I'm on the E flat, I'm actually sussing it. So I'm grabbing the high E on the 10th fret, and that's kind of the melody line, you know, if you have the. So anyway, G minor, F, E flat, sussing it out. This is what we would call a sus2, an E flat sus2, if you wanted to get technical with it. So. And when I'm sussing that out, I'm kind of all just doing down strums. So da 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 da. And with the strumming on just the regular verses, I'm kind of just thinking typical pop strumming. You know, nothing too fancy there, honestly. But the cool part is when after you get done with that, I love it part. You have this part. So on that kind of part that gets you back into the verse, it's kind of like a. So I'm thinking like a quick up, down, up. And then all down strums on the last one. And HXX. That's pretty much going to take care of all of your chords. That's the only thing that's really going on, just the B flat to the E flat. So this is all your verses. And then the chorus. Everybody wants to learn the little synth line, so let me break that down. That's the most fundamental part of the song. So in between that, if you listen to the actual live versions and then the recording as well, and I'll have those links in the description, the beginning of it, when the verses are happening with the B flat and the E flat, you're hearing this. So you have all those little funky kind of lines. They're all single note lines, and I'm kind of cupping the strings so I'm getting that percussiveness, but also letting those ring through. It's kind of tricky to do, but if you work on it, you can get it. But basically, without any of the percussive stuff, the line is going to be 5 to 3 on the D string. I'm so used to doing it now I can't do it without it. I'm just trying to play it straight. So that'll be over the B flat chord. 5, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 3. And then we're going to go over to the G string, well, this is going to be on the E flat chord, and go 5, 5, 3. But this time, instead of going 5, 3 on the G, it's going to be 5 on the G and 3 on the B. So from the top, you're going to have 5, 5, 3 on the D string, 5, 5, 3, and then G string, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 3. And that's going to be over, again, all of your B flats and your E flats. And again, if you listen to that recording, you can hear that all pretty clearly. But with the funky type of strumming that I'm doing with it, it'll sound more like this. Now, if I have the backing track with it, and I play it with it, you'll be able to get a better idea of what it sounds like. Anyway, it's kind of hard to do all this to emulate it because, again, a lot of it is on the synth guitar. But those are the notes that they are playing. So check out the live versions. You'll get a better idea of how it's supposed to sound. But now, then there's this little groovy little synth line that sounds like this. Which I just love that part. So that's going to basically just walking up your B flat major pentatonic. So if you know your first position of your B major pentatonic or your G minor pentatonic, then you'll know exactly where this is coming out of. So it's basically going to be walking up that scale. So the first part, that's going to be played like this. You're going to have 5 on the E, 3 on the D, 5 on the D, and then 3 on the G. And that's going to repeat twice. So. And then to end it, we're going to be 5 on the A twice, and then 3 on the A once. So all together. Now, when you get to the little part that is to the next chord, it's going to be exactly the same exact shape, just moved down a set of strings. So now we're going to be starting on the 5th of the D and go 5, then 3, 5 on the G, and then 3 on the B, and then that'll repeat again twice. The difference now is you're going to be doing it 5, 5, 3, so 5, 5 on the D, and then 3 on the G. So all together, real slow. But it happens pretty quick in the song, so normally you'd expect it to be like this. And that repeats multiple different times. Such a cool little synth line. Now, there is also this little section here. I have my notes in front of me here. There's this little section here where the la 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 part comes in, and that's going to be played up here. And again, you know, you can add these in if you're like trying to sing this by yourself. Just worry about the chords. But if you're trying to play this with a band, it's cool to have the licks as well. But the la 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 part, that actually happens like towards the second part of the chorus, or the part 2 of the chorus after you have the. Then you're gonna have the la 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 la. That part sounds like this. And that's basically just walking up, again, this is so funny, this is all just walking up this minor pentatonic scale, major pentatonic scale. You're gonna be on the 8th of the B, you're gonna go 6 on the high E, 8 on the high E, 10 on the high E, and then back to 8 on the high E, so. And then basically end it back on the 8th of the B. And that's like, you know, I just love it. That's straight out of the melody line, la 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 la. And I believe that's basically the majority of the lead parts. Now, there is a little bit of a verse breakdown, and that kind of, I guess you could call it a bridge, where it's like the Midwestern plains were called, the silhouettes that played their part. That part right there is going to be a G minor chord to an E flat major 7 chord. So instead of having just a regular E major chord, now we're going to add in the major 7. So that shape is going to be all on the 6th fret, and you're going to have nothing on the thickest string, 6, 8, 7, 8, and 6. So your regular G minor, when I play this part, I play it up here instead of down here. So you have G minor to E flat major 7. So the Midwestern plains were called. And again, it's all filled out by synth, but yeah, those are the chords that are being played over it. Now, to close out the song, there's this part that basically is all on the G string. It's 12. And again, you can kind of hear all these little melody lines happening independently during the song. But yeah, to close it out, you're on this 12 to 7 on the G. So let me call out all the pieces again. So we're gonna have the verses, B flat to E flat, chorus, G minor, F, E flat, then you have the verse, the chorus again, and then you'll have this little bridge part, so G minor, E flat major 7, 1 bar each. And then the synth lines. So you have all those little things, and you have this part. And you also have the la 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 la. Alright guys, that was the lessons. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you liked it. If you have other future requests, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll have all my social medias, my Instagram, my personal website, my Facebook fan page, all that stuff down in the description. If you're new to this channel, please consider giving it a like and a subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel built up as best as I can so I can keep making music. Rock on, and I'll see you in the next lesson.